When you focus on the light, you become the light, reflecting back to all around you. Do not focus on the darkness right now, for you are only making it louder and more proud. When we focus our attention only on the symptoms of a deeper issue, we are essentially pouring into that issue and making it bigger. And this is important because there are a lot of things going on globally that our attention is focused on. And don't get me wrong, there are those of you who are out there who feel called to help and assist. This is not for you. Continue to do what you feel called to do to assist the people that need assistance right now. But if you are not actively being called to assist, and yet you are still choosing to focus your energy on the darkness, 111 on my timer, thank you, Spirit. Spirit is redirecting you to focus on what you want to create in your life, but most importantly, your own healing. What you are seeing happen globally is a symptom. It's a symptom. It is not the real issue. The real issue is with us, humankind. We are the issue. Our broken systems, our trauma, our generational trauma is what is at war with us right now. We are at war with ourselves. That is why we see so much war around us. It is only when we turn our energy inward and fix the actual issues that the symptoms are no longer present. We cannot focus all our energy on the symptoms alone. We cannot, for we are only going to make them bigger. And that is because when you focus on darkness, you cultivate more of it. You do. When you focus your energy on the light, you become the light. Listen to your heart right now. Listen to your inner guidance. If you aren't being actively called to step forward and help assist with these symptoms, turn your energy inward. Turn your energy into healing yourself, your own heart, your own trauma, so that when you raise children, when you are out there impacting the world, if you don't have children, you are setting a positive example for everyone around you and ultimately changing the world. Some of you might roll your eyes at this. Some of you might not understand how impactful our own personal change is, but think about it this way. If 100 years ago, people started turning inward and doing this work instead of externally focusing their energy, would we be in the same position we are right now? No. Would we be the same embodiment of humanity as we are right now? Hell no. Hell no. We would be so much farther along. I'm about to cry. This is the collective anguish that we've been feeling. It's coming through me right now. You are being encouraged to focus on yourself, okay? These tears are tears of release. This is the collective release that I'm feeling right now. Let it go. Let go of the darkness that you hold within you. Focus on healing the intergenerational trauma that your family has been carrying for generations and generations and generations and passing on. The reason why people get killed and raped and shot is because we are ill, we're sick within. A lot of us need to turn within and heal. We cannot keep focusing on the symptom alone, you guys. We have to turn inward and do the work. I have to admit I've been resisting this message a little bit because I knew how heavy it would be. I did not expect to cry. And it really is a testament to just how heavy the energy is right now. Meditate. Focus on healing your own trauma. Focus on loving yourself and learning how to treat yourself well so that you can treat others well. If we all knew how to love and care for ourselves, we wouldn't feel the need to go out and attack and kill and rob and rape. We wouldn't. We would nurture and love our others as the way that we nurture and love ourselves. It all starts within. When you focus on the light, you become the light. Do the work so that you can say when you die that future generations are not going to have to deal with the same symptoms that we've been dealing with since thousands of years. This is your time to go inward and work. This is your time to stop pointing the finger at everyone else and start looking at how you are contributing to these symptoms, to this bigger issue, the root of this problem. How are you contributing in your relationships, in your dynamic with yourself, in the way that you approach strangers in the street? How are you contributing? Be honest. Be honest. It could be something as simple as communicating in a violent way without realizing it because you were never taught any other way. And you're just carrying out what your parents taught you and their parents taught them. It starts with you, baby. It starts with you. Each of us have to take accountability for who we've become, for how we've let our trauma impact our own lives and how we've let that trauma impact everyone else around us because we didn't know any better. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. A lot of us are walking around with a lot of unhealed wounding, and we are damaging everyone around us because of it. And I'm not calling you out to make you feel bad. I'm calling you out because you need to be called out, because we all need to focus our attention on what really matters right now. And I also want to say, for those of you who know that you're a spiritual being, that you've had multiple lifetimes, you've probably been persecuted and killed in a past life, and yet you're still here. And that's not to say that human lives don't matter. I am a strong believer that we need to protect and defend. I want you to remember, though, that you are not your body. And when you leave this vessel, you are still here. You are still a spirit, a soul that may or may not be incarnated again on this earth plane. But that you do not truly die when you leave this vessel. So just remember that when you are mourning the loss of the people that are dying right now. Mourn them. Honor them. But also remember that they're not human vessels, that none of us are this flesh. And this is only for my spiritually evolved. I know there are a lot of you out here that don't know that yet, and that's okay. For those of you that do, this is the most important part of the message. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget that you are not human. You are a spiritual being playing a role as a human for a while. This life is about bringing God to earth, about bringing our spiritual essence to earth. I think it's high time that we looked at what we've been doing and how we've been living, and we just started over. Don't focus on the darkness. Focus on the light. And if you have to focus on darkness, focus on your own. Focus on healing the darkness within you. I heard please. Spirit said please. Turn that focus to healing with yourself. If everyone focused on the symptom alone, nothing will ever change. Nothing will change if we continue to focus on the symptoms and not the root. The root of the issue is healing our inner child, is healing our intergenerational trauma. It's healing ourselves. That is where the real change starts. And no matter what you're being called to do, whether you're called to the front lines to assist, aid, or you're called to go inward and do the work, just know that your work is valued right now. What you do matters. How you show up matters right now. Take a deep breath and release all that doesn't serve you. Making room for this new beautiful earth that we are creating. This new beautiful paradigm that you are a part of creating right now. You incarnated in this life, in this particular time, to be part of this awakening in some fashion. Whether you know it or not, make it count.